So, you know, for the heck of it, I decided to barely tap the abdomen of my Phimbriatus cancerides just to see if she was still just as psycho as she was before her molt. And this is what I get. Practically laying on her back, giving me a threat posture. So yeah, nothing's changed. Typical P. cancerides as ever. I was going to give her a little feed for her trouble of being tapped on the abdomen, but her fangs are still barely red, so I'm going to give it a little longer before I feed her. I think she's probably too mad to eat now anyway. She'd probably just strike at the worm and out of frustration, and that's it. But yep, that's what I get. I got this monster to look forward to when she gets to be about 8 inches. Lovely. Alright, take a chill pill. Get over it. Okay, on with the Sling and youngest Juvi feeding video. We're going to start off with the Pamphobeteus nigricolor, the giant blue bloom. There you go. Get you some good mealworms there. Oh. Aren't they beautiful? Don't you just wish that they would keep that abdominal pattern, but they don't. They sure are adorable, aren't they? And they love to eat. There you go. You can really enjoy these even at sling stage because of their voracious appetites. Look at that. Yeah, those are baby mealworms. Perfect for slings. Look at that. Still trying to pick up that third one. Isn't that sweet? Well, you enjoy that. We'll let you enjoy your meal. Alright, next. And here's one of my younger Juvies. This is the Bumba cabocla, the Brazilian redhead. Another voracious eater. And also a big hair kicker, as you can see. Aren't they gorgeous? You got that? Yeah, I think you do. You can see a little cricket goo right there. Alright, well, you enjoy that. You look like you haven't missed a meal in a long time. Told you he was a good eater. Well, I think it's a she. Alright, next. Next up, we have the Cyclosternum species machala, the Peruvian peach collard. And let's see if this one would like a baby mealworm. Let's see if I can find a pretty active one here. Yeah, that one might be a little too big. Let me find a smaller one. Wasn't that cute? Awesome. Alright, moving on. Another young Juvi. This is my Brachypelma albopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. Well, Guess he was hungry. Took it like a champ. Good for you. Alright, you enjoy. Camera's not wanting to pick it up too well, but that's the Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton suspect male, the smaller one of the two that I have. Oh, oh, I think you got it. I think you need another one, actually. Let's see here. Gotta find one that's won't insult you. That's not too small. Let's take a look on this side. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. I got one. I'm not sure about the other one yet. Oh, there it is. Alright, moving on. Remember, this one didn't eat in the last feeding video? That's because it was in pre-molt, and now it is freshly malted. This is the Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, the green bottle blue, and the molt was too small for me to sex it. But doing really well, and because it is freshly malted, I'm going to wait until the September feeding to feed this one. Although I may feed this one off camera. I do that too sometimes, where I'll just kind of throw in extra treats if I need to get rid of prey, or if they just molted, and you know, sometimes I'll just throw in a little extra bonus for them and don't record it. But you'll see it feed in the next feeding video for sure. So, but doing awesome. Still has the Sling coloration. It will grow out of that, but not for several more molts. But looking great. Alright, we'll move on. This one doesn't seem to be interested in feeding right now because I think it is in pre-molt. But this is a dwarf species. This is the Kochiana brunnipes, the Brazilian dwarf pink leg. And the abdomen's getting darker and darker and more swollen. So I'm just going to give this one a little bit of a spray down, and hopefully we'll see a molt pretty soon. Alright, next. And here's my young Juvi Brachypelma smithi, the Mexican red knee. Oops. Well, aren't you going to get your worm? You're going to lose it. Then you're going to have to go to all that trouble to burrow and look for it. I think you lost it, didn't you? Nope, nope, I still see a little bit of it. Well, aren't you going to eat it, or are you going to snuggle with it? Unsure, huh? Well, we don't have all day. I got plenty of other mouths to feed. I know you just want your time in the spotlight, but we got other mouths to feed. Alright. Leave this one as a... excuse me. Leave it in as an update. Alright, next. Here's my Poecilotheria rufilata, the red slate ornamental. And is a little bit off, not on camera very well. I'm going to put a nice cricket in there for this one. Whoops. Well, what happened with the... Did I even put it in there? I thought I dropped the cricket in there. Well, I'm pretty sure you can easily eat 2 of these anyway. Now, where'd you go? How are you hiding? Yes, the thing about young pokies is they are extremely shy. Very, very shy. I think he went underneath there. Oh, yep, there's both crickets in there. Well, I'm pretty sure you will get that. Oh, well, you sure did camouflage well. There you are. Right there. Yeah, didn't even see it. Well, there's 2 crickets in there, and I'm pretty sure you can hold your own with those. Alright, especially since that one is had molted fairly recently. So, we'll move on. Next. You remember the tea that we rarely see? I think we had only seen it one time, and that was when I first got it. Well, this is the Cyriopagopus sulawesi, the sulawesi black, and I just went ahead and started looking for it because I had to unfortunately take all of its, I had to dismantle its enclosure, but to look for it, and I found a molt in there, and then sure enough, this tea here looks like it hadn't molted long ago. So I'm not going to feed this one since I think it still kind of has that appearance that it's pretty freshly molted. So now that I know it's alive, because I wasn't seeing any signs of it being alive, and you know, I was expecting to find a dead tea, but it's alive and well. So I'm just going to put it right back, and I gave it some fresh water, and hopefully it can rehydrate itself after its molt. But I'm glad to see it's alive and well. Very cool. Alright, we'll let it go. Back to the Poecilotheria rufilata. Indeed, she did grab it. So I'm sure she will enjoy that nice, good-sized cricket. Alright, moving on. Here is my Pamphobeteus platyomma, the giant, or excuse me, yeah, I think it's giant pink bloom. I think that's what it's called. Well, it's pink bloom. Let's see if this one would like a mealworm. Pretty sure it will, because this one had molted not too long ago, and I'm sure we'll gladly take that down. As you can see, you can have a bonus. Aren't they cute? Look at that. You might have to just get that one later, hon. So no, I'd rather have it now, but I don't know if I have room. You know how the Pamphobeteus are. See, as you can see, needs fattening up a little bit since it molted recently. And the mealworms will definitely do the trick. Oh, I can tell it wants to so bad. That typical Christmas tree pattern that they get rid of. I don't know how many more molts it'll take for it to get rid of it, but we'll enjoy it while it lasts. Alright guys, we'll move on. Here is my Phrixotrichus scrofa, the Chilean copper. Let's see if this one would like a mealworm. This one doesn't always eat on camera, but this time it will. Aren't they precious? You big bad tarantula, you. Sweet. That was just about an inch specimen there. That's my champ. Alright, we'll move on. This one just popped its little head out and then immediately zoomed back into its lair. This is the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. And this one molted recently, so hopefully it'll be ready to eat. Enough time had passed for it to harden up at least. So with slings you don't have to wait quite as long as you would with the larger teas. I think I saw a quick grab, but unfortunately you guys didn't. Don't you hate it when that happens? You little stinker. Alright, we'll move on. This is the lair of my Acanthoscurria insubtilis, the Bolivian black velvet. Right there. And I'm going to offer this one a mealworm as well. It did not want to take food last time on camera, so let's see if we can get it to take food on camera this time. You just never know. Are you an Acanthoscurria or a pretender? Come on. That's what I thought. You gotta take it like a champ. You want to fit in with your genus. Well, as you can see, doing well. Alright, moving on. This is my Chromatopelma sazimai, the Brazilian blue. And as you can see, it is in pre-molt. Usually when their abdomens not only get that that swollen appearance and dark appearance, it also kind of looks a little shiny, glossy. So I'm expecting a molt hopefully this week. I don't think it'll molt tonight, but it's definitely headed in that direction. And this one actually for a New World is incredibly fast. Whew, drives me nuts. But I'm going to avoid feeding this one because it is in pre-molt. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Grammostola rosea, the Chilean rose. Red color form. Let's see if I can find a tiny mealworm for that one. Not interested. Well, hopefully it'll get a later. Doing awesome though. Alright, moving on. Oh, aren't you cute? The Chilobrachys dyscolus is. The Asian smoky, actually right down there. I'm going to see if this one will be interested in a worm. Also molted not too long ago. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, come on, get it. Now, where'd you... Oh, there you are. You see it right there? Get your worm. You should be hungry. You molted recently. Well, anyway, I think he's spooked by now. But doing great. Alright, let's move on.